So this video is going to be about the Troy Bridge that's in Trelawny, that borders with Manchester in Jamaica. Now, this bridge is shocking for me to look at. A bit of quick research told me that this has been going on for over a year. Some reports are saying that there's always been problem with that particular bridge for the past 3 years. They've repaired it. It, break down again, or it goes into disrepair. And they've just been doing rudimentary, shabby cowboy type work repairs. Nothing proper, no proper bridge. People have been calling for a brand new, proper constructed bridge, but that hasn't been forthcoming. Now, if you want to have a definition of what gross negligence is, this is it. The real definition, beside gross negligence in the dictionary, they should show this video that I'm about to show you, which is by the Jamaica Observer. So credit to the Jamaican Observer for this. And apparently they did this report over a year ago. So I'm just going to jump into this video and oh my, I shouldn't laugh, but it just goes to show you how people, man, Jamaican people, whew, let's just get into the video, brother. Let's get into the video. Right. So shout out to the Jamaica Observer for this. You can see all it. Let me just pause it here quickly, actually. Before we go anymore, let me just pause it. If you notice, this bit of the bridge is properly constructed. In other words, it's cemented together. You can see in between each of these rocks is cemented together, so that's solid. They've got a solid slab on top, which seems to be strong. But then when you look at this bit of the bridge, it's loose. They're not, these stones are not cemented together. These rocks are just packed, loosely packed together. It's just packed together contagiously, but at the end of the day, it's not doing anything. And then what they've done is they've just basically put this concrete and tar on top of it again, cement and tar on top again. But in between it, is the sandwich is like this. Imagine you see a bread. This bit of the bread is solid. This bit of the bread is kind of solid. Not solid, but it's kind of strong. But then the bits in the middle is soft. The problem that they have was going to happen anyway. You can see from the construction that this probably went all the way out to here. And it's deteriorated all the way into there when it ripped apart and fell down. Now, I would never trust these guys with my life like this guy is doing. But I suppose they have no choice. These are not firemen. These are not civil engineers. These are not bridge masters or anybody like that. They're locals. They're trying their best. No disrespect to them. I'm not getting in no bucket. I'm not getting in no bucket. This is some crazy risk. This is what you call gross negligence. Look at, man, anyway, let the video play. This is crazy. All this stuff has left me speechless. I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, let me sit up in my chair a bit. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, well, how can a government be this negligent to put public lives at risk? Public safety should be the paramount thing of Jamaica. And I'm scratching my head and I'm thinking, what would make the government neglect and ignore the people's cry for so many years? This is almost the length of time that the current government has been in power, since 2021 until now. And they've neglected it until the bridge completely collapsed. I mean, we've heard stories that they've tried to repair it and blah, blah, blah. But it seems as if between the locals and whosoever, them try a thing, but poor thing, they're not experts. So that's leaving me thinking, why are they so negligent? Why is the government... Andrew Holness, this is on your shoulder. I don't know who is the minister of, works and who is responsible for this type of stuff. But whosoever that person is, you should lose your job. You don't belong in the position you belong in. You don't belong in the position you belong in. And I don't know if it's who that person is, but I'm going to have to do a little bit more research because I'm doing this video in bits and pieces. So I'm going to do a bit more research and then take up again with the video as I go along. But Andrew Holness, you're a government of Jamaica. It means the entire breadth and length of the country, of the island. You're the government of Jamaica, not the government of the constituents or the parishes that voted for you and you ignored the cries and the safety and everything else for the people that didn't vote for you. That's not how democracy works. Every government run on a ticket that when they get into power, they're going to do the best for Jamaica. They're going to do the best for the country. Not we're going to do the best for those who vote for us and those who didn't vote for us, where you can starve and suffer for all we care because we don't care. You can't have that attitude. If that's your attitude, you don't belong in government. It's that simple. So how can you be the government of Jamaica, but you're only serving some and you're ignoring the rest of the country? This is why I predicted, and it's not just me, it's a lot of people's perception. I don't like to use the word predicted. I'm no foreteller. But a lot of people have done the research, including myself, and I've come to the conclusion that this government, I don't see how you're going to win the next election. From every mathematical calculations I'm looking at, you can't win the next election. You guys have failed the people miserably. Failed miserably. How can you do that? But you know what? I'm going to do some more research and jump into what's going on, and we'll take it from there.
The situation up there is dire. August of this year makes 1 year that that bridge collapsed. And we would love to hear something in short order, even a cost, so that persons know what to expect from what not to expect. Because like how we have been having rain, school starts next Monday. I know for a fact that many students have been transferred from the schools. I know that teachers who live in Manchester or St. Elizabeth that have to go to the school on a daily basis, because you have a primary school, a basic school, and a high school in Troy.
It seems as if we do not have any right.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so my pause, me do some research, and I come across a few things I've now get to realize, because when I played the initial video, I didn't really go into too much in depth, but then I've seen something that makes me think, now it all makes sense. I mean, you remember I played that other video from another clip with the Observer, in terms of the bridge and the loose packed whatever, and what the I think it was Mikael Phillips had to say. And then it turns out that this Everald Warmington guy, he's the person who is in charge of this whole thing. And I'm like, I don't think he's the minister now in 2024. Rumors are saying the new person in charge is somebody else. I don't know. But this video was taken back in, I think it was 2022, and where again the Jamaica Observer, I've give them credit, they reached out to the minister at the time, and this is what he had to say. Shocking.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Warmington.
Yes.
Yes, sir. William's calling back from the Observer.
Hello?
Yes, sir. William's calling back from the Jamaica Observer in Mandeville. You were driving this morning.
I'm sorry to them driving again. Can I something? Is that the only bridge in Jamaica that needs replaced for the repair?
No, it is not. But I just want to get an
Is that the only
update.
bridge in Jamaica that needs repair or replacement? You called me about Fatima Bridge?
I'm just seeking an update on the matter, Mr. Warmington.
I don't need to give you no update at all. I'm asking if that is the only bridge in Jamaica that needs replacement or repair. That's not the only one.
Oh boy. Boy. Politicians and politics. Everald Warmington. You finally get me for call your name, but it's not in a good light. My God, every time you come in the press, it's something negative. The last time is during the walkout with Mark Golding, budget speech, and you flew out then there's a record of you being fired or you resigning from your position because of comments you've made about, JLP people now get your money or something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing, but that's out there on record, sir. It's on record. We've seen the video of you saying it out your own mouth.
I'm a Minister of Work. I'm a member of Parliament. No PFP council going to spend my money.
And now we've heard you berating the gentleman who called from the Observer about the plight of the suffering of the people in regard to that bridge. And look at the way you responded as the minister, as the then minister. I tell Jamaica people, I said to Uno, these people don't care about Uno, but Uno ears hard. Uno willing to sell Uno brother and sister for a loaf of bread, a box of chicken, some chicken feed, some fertilizer, for one little cheap house, which probably don't even construct properly. When is Jamaican people gonna wake up? I'm lost for at the first time me lost for words. Me can't believe when me actually hear. Never replay. Me should have replay it back. Me not like replay it back, Me that thing when me do something, when I can replay the video back. Me not replay it back over and over again. But you can go back and rewatch that bit and listen to it. Is that the way you conduct your office, sir? That's the way you conduct your office? No wonder you were fired from your job. So now it all makes sense. You had Everald Warmington, who was the then minister. I'm not sure if he's the minister now, in charge of stuff like that. Then you have Mikael Phillips on the other end, who is the PNP, and you can see the partisan politics going on. And this guy meant what he said when he said no PNP now getting money. I paraphrase him. Because at the end of the day, what has he done? Look at the way he treated, and this guy wasn't coming on no political trip. This is a journalist. It's a journalist that's ringing you up. And look at the way you responded, brother. And you're a minister? You're in charge of public funds and public budget for take care of repair and building and construction of public services and buildings and shit like that. And this is the way you respond? No professionalism whatsoever? How them people, what's the criteria to, maybe I should come to Jamaica, come be a politician. Because it seems that if them accept any stray whatever from off of the street, in a matter, there's no training. It's just if you have a virgin and them go school together and there's a job to fill, and so long as you can do the basic read and write and sign your name on some documents, you get the job. But then you have other poor people who graduate from UWI with all kind of masters and PhD and degrees that come out of them, and them can't get a job to save them life. I keep telling you, there's no out of many one people in Jamaica. I said that in previous videos. There's just two Jamaica. And that's how it's gonna be, and that's how it's always gonna be until you fight for Jamaica. There's just the haves and the have not. That's it. There's nobody else. Because if this couldn't be the case in none of the affluent areas where a river like this runs through that area and the people need to commute to and from school, to commute to and from work. You think they would tolerate this type of disrespect and health and safety public hazard in their community? I'm tired of calling the name of this community, the Kirkland Heights, the Stony Hill, the Beverly Hills. You think say if there was a pass that you had to go over some bridge in a Beverly Hills, this would have happened in a Andrew Holness constituency and him live a Beverly Hills? That wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen up in a, I'm going to start calling name, it wouldn't happen up in a Queens Hill which Pernell Charles live neither. Yeah. See? I know you're too. So when me telling you say, why may I give you too much information, But may I tell you the truth, brother? These politicians don't care. They don't care. They just in it to line their pockets, buy, land and amass wealth. And is it allowed that if you're a sitting politician or a minister, you're allowed to buy property and land and have businesses outside of your ministry of being in power. Because I know in other countries that's not allowed. I don't know how that's allowed in Jamaica. But then again, them so crafty, them put things in them son name, them daughter name, them cousin, them dog, them cat, them puss, them gerbil. Man, I don't know. But this is crazy what's going on. This Troy thing, I don't know. I think the people are trying need to stand up. Demonstration time, that's all I have to tell you now. Demonstration time, because this has been going on for over 3 years. The reporters, especially, like the Observer, we give them credit. They've been coming out, they've been pressing, they've been pushing this thing. The ministers, Mikael Phillips, have spoken about this. The Observer guy, I forgot his name, he's spoken about this. Kudos to you, sir. Salute to you, sir. You've done the right thing. Everybody on this government just now budge. They don't care about public safety. They only care about which constituent is going to vote for them to keep them in a power. And if you now vote for them because them lacking in any way, them punish you. This is a form of oppression. This is something, slave owners would have do to slaves if the slaves now fall in line and them are rebel and them not being obedient and compliant. This is what them would have do. Stuff like this for sabotage and make it oppress the people, for make it difficult, make them life difficult. That's a form of oppression. This is a form of oppression. So the people are try in a Trelawny, this is oppression. This is a form of oppression, brother. Because people have to travel and go how many miles to go around and come back when they can just cross a bridge and get to them ago. And it's going to cost them a lot of money in transportation and for pay for get to go where they're going. And you go turn around and tell me, this is not an oppression, this is inconvenient. No. I don't know. I'm done with this one. If we not vote in this government back, and as I said, I not support no politician, I not support no political party, because the whole of them in my book are the same. Some of them have a little bit more, what I would say, a bit more ethics, if you want to call it that, than others. I mean, I call no name. But at the end of the day, I treat them all with a pinch of salt. And at the end of the day, this is crazy. This I've never seen or heard this before in Jamaica. But I'm sure a lot of Jamaicans are going to say that this has been going on, not just in Jamaica, but across many other, constituent. Now, I'm going to show you another one. I don't know if this is a JLP area or a PNP area, but just true to my word, I don't support either. This problem is ongoing in Jamaica. I'm going to show you another video where a similar bridge in another area of the same type of construction or similar construction. And you have to see the video if you believe it. That one is even crazier. Watch this. Now, check this video out. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but look at that. My God. That is crazy. Now the volume on this is a bit low. Is that a car? No. A car is driving on the bridge. Whoa, let me pause that. That's crazy. A car is driving on this? Make it play. Watch it, brother. This is Jamaica now. So the volume is low, but the important thing is not the audio, it's the visuals. Look at that. Look at that. My, imagine a young child walking and the foot go down inside there and hurt themselves. And this bridge open to the public? Watch it. What is taxi? People can't enter this. Oh hell, people inside it too. Brother, them would have to go take me out of the car. That the car would have to drive across the bridge by itself. And me walk across and jump back into the cab the other side.
That links the community to voting for them. Now, 3 years later, and counting, not even debush the bridge, not debush.
3 years.
Nothing has been done. And see, once again, the taximen them complaining they want to block the road because what happened now?
They should block
the tire is being destroyed.
Today, I can finally announce that a contract has been awarded and work will begin early in this first quarter of the coming financial year.
I can tell you that I confirm the minister in charge, Mr. Philibert Warmington, and I have received copies of the design for the new bridge, which has been completed, and they are now doing a costing of the bridge. The government has already had the designs drawn, and they're doing a costing, so they're moving as speedily as ahead as possible.
I just find this crazy. So this is widespread across Jamaica, it seems. A few parishes seems to have this particular problem. I'm speechless. Now, you can say what you want, but why am I never so speechless in my life? Can't these people collectively sue the government? This is gross negligence. And not only that, is the way they're repairing the bridge is not even very good either. You know, and this is where education comes in. Because what you see happening here, and I'm going to show you the video again. I'm going to show you when me assess right here. So. But this is a problem that Jamaica is going to face, and it's going to get worse in the future. Check out this assessment I'm going to go now. You see when you have a situation like this, where people are working on this bridge and it's so rudimentary. Respect to these people. They want to work, and maybe between the politician and politics and whatever, them get a little work and them get a little money for construct or repair this. But let's be honest, brother, these people are not well trained for bridge. You know, they're not civil engineers, they're not bridge masters, you know what I mean? So, in my opinion, they shouldn't be working on this. This needs proper reconstruction. They need to take up the whole of that and redo the entire thing. Because when you patch right here so and right here so, the map will patch down there so, and then these bits, what about the boards in between? Then you're going to constantly be repairing patchy. Every few months you're going to be coming here and say, oh, we fixed that bit here, but then this bit also need fix, and then a bit here need fix. We fix this bit here, and we fix this bit here, but then the bit in the middle need fix. You know, so it's a patchy work that better. They're just patching up, sticking plaster over a situation which, you know, is not going to work. And then when you go up and you look at this video, let's see if I can blow this video up again. I don't need the volume this time, to be honest. But I'm just going to show you how you see people moving along the bridge. And, you know, as they move along the bridge, you know, you can see, look how deplorable that is. You know, this is crazy. And as I say to you, I understand people getting the work, but this is why it's important for Jamaican people to study, like at least one member of each community, couple of members or so, or even 5 people from each parish should be given scholarships to go to university and study civil engineering, or sent abroad to either the UK, America, or Canada to study civil engineering, to come back and serve their country in that respect. People who are well educated and understand what they're doing. Having these people, you just give them some local job and pay them a money, and poor thing them glad for the money, but now knock them a honest bread, honest living. But this is crazy what I'm looking at. Look at the car driving over that. That's not fit for cars to drive on. That's crazy. I hope buses ain't driving on this too. But the thing is, okay, you give the local them some work for do, and between the local and the politician them have a connect, and a man get a little way to make some money. But this is not the way you do it. Jamaica is going to always be in this problem because Jamaica doesn't invest in its people. You need to take people from each parish, send them away to learn farming if you have to, learn horticulture, learn civil engineering, doctors, nurses, all these type of people, medicine, physicists. You need to send them abroad like other countries do and train your people. So when them return, them can serve their country, and they serve their country irrespective of which government is in power. They're not going to come back and say, well, the JLP sent me to university, so me obligated to them. No. Your government send you on scholarship and paid for your education, so you can come back and serve Jamaica or serve your parish. And if them call upon you in Jamaica, you serve. Jamaica have it backwards. I don't get it. Most of these ministers go abroad to study for their law degrees and their economics degrees and PhDs and God knows whatever else they studied. Yeah, but a lot of them come from affluent black backgrounds, Some of them actually have, scholarships that they've gone on. But look at these people. They're not proper civil engineers, brother. No helmet, no protection, no ropes, no nothing. Just a bunch of guys get to work. And as I say, the honest guys making an honest living. You know what I mean? Them not rob nobody, they're not commit no crime. And they're doing their thing. But what I'm saying to you is, so long as Jamaica is in a situation where it consistently repairing and it break and you repair it, you're going to always have that situation. No investment in people. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to say. I'm going to stop the video here because this is heartbreaking. This is on the government of the day, and they've been in power for 8 years or more. So you can't look to anybody else and say, well, they didn't. You had 8 years to do it and you didn't. Yeah? When the next people come into power, the next party come into power, we judge them by their works. Right now, we're judging you by your works. If you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, you can't turn around and say, well, I didn't steal out the cookie jar. The other person did the same thing. Yeah, but they caught you. They don't have evidence of the other person on tape. Them catch you. And we're not saying the other people are not culpable from previous administration back, how many decades. You both failed the Jamaican people. Both the JLP and the PNP has both consistently over the decades since independence in 1962 have both failed the Jamaican people consistently. Okay, some government build this and they build that and whatever, but then everything one set building except pull it down or destroy it or stop it and get rid of it, and then the Jamaican people and Jamaica suffer as a result. They suffer as a result of all the services and everything else that's been withdrawn. And I don't know. I'm done. That's it. I'm done.